So if you clicked on this video, you're probably interested in CTR or click-through rate. Well, let's talk about it because it matters a lot actually. So whenever people are talking about click-through rate on YouTube, they're really talking about how many people click on your thumbnail or your picture to your video to watch your video, right? And it's an important stat. Like, let me break it down a little further. If 10 people click your video out of 100 people, that is a 10% click through rate or CTR. And what that does is that is incredible for your video. I mean, it's also about like how long they watch too. Like, are they watching at least 40% or 80% or 100%? You know, those things actually matter too. But what really matters is, you know, if you could get 10 people to click your stuff out of 100, okay? If you see 10 people clicking out of 100, that's a very good CTR right there. That's a very good click through rate on YouTube. And you could do very good with that. Because a lot of people don't get, you know, one person to click out of 100, you know. So, yeah, that's a really important stat. Um, but why does it matter? You want to know why? A high CTR means your thumbnail has grabbed attention. But, but it's not all about CTR. It's also about audience retention, how long viewers are watching your videos, right? That really matters also because that's a huge part of getting your watch time and having people stay on YouTube longer, which is what YouTube wants, you know. Um, but what is a good CTR or a good click through rate? Well, we just said that 10% was freaking amazing, right? But what's a good click through rate? A good click through rate would just be like 5%. So that would mean 5 people out of 100 people are clicking your stuff, and YouTube sees that as a positive sign. Okay, that's a positive sign for your channel. Uh, you know, it's like, but you don't want to aim to be too perfect. You don't want to aim to be too perfect. You know, you want to focus on improving steadily over time, and YouTube will really notice that. You know, it's not like, you know, you don't want to be like everybody else. You don't want to have the same exact type of video that everybody else has. You want to have something different, something unique, some more relatable, some you get what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. You want to be a friend to the people that's watching. You know, you want them to look at you like, oh, he is being himself. He is being for real. That's who he is, and he is giving us information that is valuable to us. You know what I mean? So if you starting out your YouTube channel, man, click through rate. Listen, click through rate is very important. And right after that is how long they're watching your video. If you could get a 10% click through rate, which means 10 people out of 100 are clicking your stuff, and you could get people to watch your 10-minute video, say they watch it for 5 minutes or 4 minutes, okay? That would be a very great video to have. I mean, a great video. So keep up your work, because at any given moment, that could happen to you. At any given moment. Okay, you don't necessarily know when, but you know it's important to test out different pictures for your video, you know, and stuff like that with the testing thing that YouTube got there where you could test out 3 different thumbnails, you know. And if none of them do good within like the first 15 people that see, I would change it because you want a good thumbnail. You want it to do really good on YouTube. You want it to get a lot of clicks, right? As many as you could possibly get. And but yeah, I mean that. But it's important, you know, to know that. And you should always ask the audience to subscribe and like your video because that also helps increase the chances that YouTube will recommend it to more people. If you if you do that and the audience likes it, you know they're cool people and they like your stuff, and that pushes it forward again. It actually does, and that's great news for somebody who wants to do something like this, because not everybody could do this. But if you work at it, let me tell you this right now: if you work at something, there's nothing you can't do. You could always do it. You could always get better. This is how. All right, they want to say that this is a game, that this is like playing a game. You know how you get better at playing a game? That's how you get better at YouTube. You know, it don't happen overnight necessarily, but it could. But the longer you work, remember it's a marathon, not a sprint. I just thought about that just now, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. Some people, yeah, it's a sprint. It's like, woo, they go way forward right away. But for others, it don't happen like that right away, like that. No. But yeah, so a high CTR and a like a 40% uh like view duration on that video, your video would probably do really good on YouTube. Okay, better than 99%. So think about that next time you're making your video and everything. Hopefully this video really helps some of y'all. If you were looking to become a YouTuber, or getting your watch hours down, or getting more clicks on your videos from click through rate. I was basically telling y'all what to do. Look at what other creators do. Look at their channel, go through it, and see what they use as their thumbnails too, and that could help you for you. So think about that. But don't just straight up copy their thumbnail. You gotta make your own thumbnail, but you could make it similar to theirs, but in your own unique way. Make it similar. You know what I mean? Like make it about your video only. Yeah, and you never know. You never know. That's the main goal here. I have faith in all of y'all. I know if you click this video, it's because you're actually trying on YouTube. And if you click this video, YouTube knows that you're trying, because you're watching this right now trying to figure out how to do better. So that's all really I want to say in this one. Thank y'all for watching. Check me out in the next one.